And like even now with the advent of Street Fighter V coming into play in the tournament competition circle, you got new names coming up. You know, even from Japan, it's like
Canada Cup definitely going to be very hype, and both of these players have an opportunity of doing pretty good at Canada Cup.
We got yet another Laura player, and I love watching Laura matchups because they're very explosive.
Very explosive, yeah, definitely.
I feel like Laura is she's my equivalent of Abel in this game.
Yeah, and Birdie doesn't have, without meter certainly, doesn't have a lot of good escape options for when Laura does get that pressure going.
Absolutely, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I've been watching Wolfstone, his Laura, Birdie is susceptible to fuzzy guard setups.
Right.
Because so he's such a tall character, and Laura does have them, so.
Well, he's got crazy hitbox, right?
Yeah. So Laura getting in here. Tirckz looking to make his mark here. Taking out one of Toronto's finest.
Yeah, it looks like Bus is afraid to stick out his own buttons. But again, we saw it in the previous match. Sometimes when you're too eager to defend, you give the opponent too much opportunity to attack themselves, and then it's just a matter of applying that pressure until you crack. And that's what we've seen in that first match there. I really like to see Bus, a very, very solid Birdie player. He's got to be more willing to stick out some buttons to try and keep Laura back here.
Definitely, and I think in that match, you know, just watching that match, you notice that he's not really pressing too many buttons, and I think that is not in his favor. Once again, didn't anti-air the jump in. Nice anti-air from Tirckz there, blocking that neutral jump.
Bus starting to represent more normals now, and because of that, he's managing to fight his way out the corner. Eats the cross-up though, but the good thing about eating that cross-up is that it did at least reset the spacing to neutral.
And Tirckz playing very aggressive.
Yeah, he's keeping the offensive on.
And for a second there, Bus had the spacing advantage. Very smart. He saw command grab coming and held up.
Yeah, saw the dolphin dive and jump back with that medium kick. And a lot of people don't manage to see that, actually. It's kind of a weird looking move, and you kind of see it, and you're like, what is that? Why does he look like a dolphin? Oh, he's throwing me.
That's a very awkward looking move, and Bus looking very concerned, not very happy with how the pace of the match has gone thus far. And I think right now, like, Bus is just getting caught pressing the wrong buttons at the wrong time. Obviously, with the dolphin dive, he got caught a couple times with that. Laura's obviously, her cross-up is got a pretty good hitbox on it.
Tirckz missed the punish there, though.
Yep,
he could have dashed forward underneath.
Very scary time for Birdie right now. And you notice that he held up in that position in the corner because he's afraid of getting command grab. The first time, he didn't get away with it. The second time there, I think Tirckz said, okay, you should respect me now because now I'm going to go for, after I anti-air you the first time, I'm going to go for the command grab. And, wow, Bus cutting that short.
Bus is not happy. I mean, personally, I feel like Bus is capable of playing better than this. I feel like he hasn't represented his best play so far in this matchup, and I think it's very wise that, I mean, he probably should have waited for the match to end, but I do think it is wise for him to just go back to character selector and take a second. Oh, he's switching his character.
So I'm told Bus has a jury.
Yeah, it's a new character for Bus, but I was watching his casuals earlier, and I think he did bring her out in a couple of tournament matches. A very solid jury play.
Well, this is very evident that he currently is broken by the last couple matches. So he's switching to something that actually may work out. It's a gamble. It may work out in his favor. I haven't seen him play jury in tournament yet. So in terms of experience, probably not as experienced in tournament.
Smart move, though. When it's not working, switch it up.
Yep, and you know what? The thing is, like, the DLC, especially with the DLC characters, because there's not too much representation yet in tournament, there's a lot of things that haven't been seen yet.
But it's not working out so far. Tirckz just keeping this relentless pressure on him, and looks like Bus just doesn't know how to deal with the pressure that Tirckz is putting on him.
This looks like mental guard break.
Yeah, this could be a whitewash. You know, I was not expecting this. I honestly feel like Bus is capable of playing much better than he has been in this matchup, but he needs to step it up right now. Again, Tirckz with the pressure.
So now, just to make a comment that about Jury as a character, and what I've been hearing from both pro players and people who have been trying her out, is that Jury has a very poor neutral game in this game. And I think right now, watching this matchup, it appears to be the case. I don't know if you've noticed, Laura has punished Jury multiple times now with low forward.
Yeah.
And I think maybe, with the DLC characters being fairly new, it does take time to figure out.
Well, I feel like Jury has options to deal with Laura's footsie pressure. I mean, Laura is, in herself, not exactly the best footsie character. So I do feel like Buzz could represent more normals in the footsie range.
Oh, there we go.
Open it up here. Got to make the most of this. Got the corner pressure. Catches the sweep. Ooh, get off me there with the V-reversal. And that's going to take it for Tirckz. And again, London really representing.
Yeah.
They're saying if you come onto our turf, you've got to step up because we are